And it seems like it's been forever. I know. I apologize. But here we are. It's a brand new week. We just celebrated Father's Day, Juneteenth. And now we can watch an episode of House Hunters. That's what I've been on a lot lately. And have some fun. We're going to talk about marriage and things. It's available on Discovery Plus, I think HGTV, probably Hulu. We're watching it's season 162, House Hunters Volume 7, Episode 9. It's called New Roots in California. I'll put a link up so that people can find it. Let us begin. I find it very interesting, like, as my wife and I begin on this journey of house buying, to watch all these people who are basically doing the same thing. I wish that I could say that we are not one of these couples, but we have very different views on what we want in a house and a home. I like things to be very clean, black, white, maybe gray, neat, updated appliances. My wife likes colors. And pretty much anything that I don't like. So I will find myself in this situation at some point. Oh. Well, they both do compliance, so good money for those of you who don't know. So many kids. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't thank myself for getting a vasectomy, because we would definitely be on kid 2 or 3 by now. We've been married about 5 years, so definitely 2, possibly 3 if I hadn't done that. I can look at that woman and tell she's uppity. You can just look at some people and know they don't drink beer and they want one of the most expensive drinks that's offered. Even this weird accent she's doing, they're from North Carolina. That accent's not North Carolina. I know that. As he shakes his head no. There is no happy medium. And I'm going to get into that soon. Which is her way of saying, I don't really care what my husband wants or likes. Okay, you're from Bermuda. That explains the accent a little bit better. And you see his face. Yeah. I'm not looking for it. So you can go ahead and scratch off what he just said. I would really like a pool. Living in California, everyone has a pool. It would be great for me and the kids. We do not need a pool. Oh, you want a pool? No. You can scratch pool off your list too. At least 3. Myself and my son, we need our own bathroom. Yes. There's too many rules, and the bathroom that I have to share with my wife. I would like to put my own, taste on a home. So here's what I don't understand. And maybe it's because I'm a guy. Maybe it's because nothing about owning a home in the past has appealed to me. This whole put your stamp on a home thing, there are a lot of women on this show. I've watched all of Volume 8. We'll see if it gets better as you go backwards. They all want to put stamps on their homes, a lot of renovation, And it's just like, why don't you just find something you like that you don't have to do all that to? I feel like if I was their realtor, I would be like, maybe you should build, and that would be to your liking.
Oh, look at this. Not mid-century modern at all.
And look at this gorgeous home and watch her tear it to bitty bits.
Oh, wow. This is interesting.
Interesting. I
Uh,
hate it.
I feel, I feel like I'm ready for my grandmother to come out and just give me a hug and make me feel welcome. It's cozy. It's the cozy look that you was looking for, right? Oh, definitely. But I'd rather have a ranch.
Right, but I thought this place would provide that grand entry for you that you were
You
looking
thought
for.
wrong. She can't be pleased.
It's not grand, but I do understand that my neck. My neck is long, so it's doing something.
I know Danielle wants a mid-century modern home. Those homes you can find in Hollywood.
I hate the way that her parents spelled her name. My sister's name Danielle the regular way. I don't look at her name and think Danielle. I think Daniel because you replaced an I with a Y.
They're not light. And I see that we are in prayer mode with the stained glass windows. Church.
I guess two L's might make me think Danielle.
Something that I definitely wouldn't keep. They're not, some things that need to be replaced. Once again, we do have a budget.
We have a budget, and you saw her face. She did not like being reminded they're not billionaires, and there's a budget.
More of a modern look. Beige tries to be a little modern, I guess, 50 tiled, but I want a floor to ceiling tiled wall with the fireplace in it.
So here's a kitchen.
Floor to ceiling. For those of you who don't know, that's not cheap.
And modernized it. I like the brick. I just feel Italian.
Okay, like this is your Italian.
I could see that. It does make a very pizza oven impression.
And here's the backyard.
This is nice.
It's covered.
It is nice. The grass is still alive, which it generally isn't when they show these homes. Like, yeah, you can start from scratch. The last people said, fuck it.
The house should have a pool with a diving board. Maybe a lifeguard from time to time. When you look out, I feel like
He's not wrong.
It is zoned for horses.
I see horses up there. I see horses up there. And then
I see horses covered in their own manure.
will we get the fresh air of stench?
Of stench, which is like the only funny thing she has to say. Because I don't want to smell horse manure either when I decide to step out onto my balcony.
North Carolina transplants Danielle and Calvin disagree on everything from budget to backyards.
Where are they? Looking at fucking Temecula has horses?
For horses.
I think my concern would be scent. Will we get the fresh air of stench this way? I feel like
No, there are fans built onto the fence, so you'll never have to smell that.
seeing the cows and the chickens, maybe a little alarming to me. I don't know how to milk a cow in heels.
This is the main floor bedroom.
This should be the office, your power room. I don't feel powerful in here. Yeah.
Give a fuck.
Here is the master suite.
And I know my wife is going to have her own eccentricities when we are looking for a place because I already know a couple of her things. And I'm just working on not having a reaction and not making a face
Double sink.
when she decides to bring that up while we're like walking through potential homes.
One on Monday and then that one.
I'm sure there are things that she won't care about that I would like, but I know one of them right off the bat, and I'm not going to say it, that she would like. And my mentality is just, I don't care about that. And I'm fine with never mentioning it while we sign the contract.
Bathroom. Fantastic. I think this house is big enough for the family. It doesn't have to be 4,000 square feet, but 2,500 would work. We'll all be a little tight, but we love each other. There's a lot of nice things about this home. I love the cozy feel, but I'm going to spend $675,000.
So the next place is closer to his budget and less expensive Murrieta.
Marlene, she found us this house. It's 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms. How about that 600 square feet? Is it 479? That's a bit high. You can do it.
A bit.
So, first thoughts. Definitely not a single level house. I don't like the bushes in front of the house.
I think that looked all right walking up. Looked like everything in a television show you see when you think about California.
When I first walked in the house, I felt it was grand. I felt as though, hey,
I've arrived, but I want to change.
which is what she says she's looking for. So will anything talk her out of this home?
The
No.
dirty, not really the pink color. I want something white and clean.
And you go white, then we'd have to paint the whole house white. The house is already over the budget that we.
It's really not, and we are.
So what this shows is
Danielle is a
happy wife, happy life.
lady.
That's what I've taken away from this show. Because I have watched man after man, regardless of how they come across, come out like, this is our budget. These are the two things I care about. And then their wife has a laundry list of things that they care about and must be in the house. They end up compromising on one or two things generally, but for the most part, the wife gets what she wants, and the husband makes faces and complains to the camera like he's doing, and then gives in. I assume it's because you think about all the older men and women who talk to you as a child, boys anyway, and they tell you, happy wife, happy life. And when you get older, you really understand the scope of that statement. You can't be happy. Two people got together and agreed to tie their lives to one another. And you can't be happy if the person who's more than likely going to wear their emotions on their sleeve is unhappy, even if she doesn't wear them on her sleeve. But you can't be. She needs to be happy, and then you have to try to work your way to it. That's how this thing goes, called marriage. I think it's a great example of how to make a marriage work. They're teaching me, because I might have made some statements that a realtor would look at like, whoa, that guy's destined for divorce, had I not watched this. But I know, suck it up, shut up, stand your ground where you absolutely feel you need, and then give her what she wants. That's how you make it work.
Okay, let's see the downstairs office.
Sure. You know, these floors look fine to me. I think they look great. I can't see a reason to change them.
As you would, because you are who you are.
I can't see a reason to change them. It costs money.
I'm looking at an office to be my power room. The power room will be black, gold, white, and I'm looking to.
His face said, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, why does that make a power room? Not that a power room is a thing. That's a stupid expression.
I know what's going to take place in this room.
Every room needs major changes.
Okay, we'll just bring out the calculator next time.
Right, like, why don't we just build a house, you picky fucking animal?
Including the master and 3 bathrooms.
Though I will say, that brown carpeting is awful. It won't show anything. Because even if you tried to spill something, it would try to aim for the wood.
The deck, it needs replacing because it looks like you can fall through it. So
Yes. Well, let's walk to the master bathroom.
Okay, it's very outdated, which means that we are now, I know, we're racking up the fees.
Yeah, yet you're still gonna keep going. I know we're racking up fees, but I gotta do this one more thing. Oh, never mind, 2 more things.
The loft.
oh yes, it's huge. Me and the kids could definitely have a big screen TV.
I didn't hear, oh, me and my wife can hang out.
No, I don't want to hang out with you after you're spending all of our money.
You're right.
No. The furthest from a friend spending my money. Imagine one of your friends just started spending your money while you were standing right there, and you were like, what the fuck?
I'm in anxiety. So let's just go home and talk about it and see where we end up.
I will say, at least she has a great job. There are a lot of women on here who don't work, who are spending that money like they are the CEO of a business. Meanwhile, the dude keeps reminding them of the budget, and they just don't care. It's the most confusing thing in the world to me.
Danielle wants to go big.
540, I think, is just a little steep.
I don't mind the price.
The prices are different in Temecula than Marietta. This house is priced higher due to the location in Temecula.
And what is the square footage on this house?
The square footage is a little under 2,000 square feet.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Just come in.
Very tiny.
Here we are in the living dining room area.
Yeah, I think it's great. Nothing needs replaced.
It's not grand.
I love that he's so cheap. This place looks nice to me. But he's like, no, this will work. And she was out the moment that they parked in the driveway. As they pulled up, she was out.
Extra Bunny is real. When she uses her voice, things are great.
Now, this room also has vaulted ceilings.
You can call it vaulted or just higher ceiling. Like my neck, you can't even see that it's raised. That's how it's not even that high.
Okay.
Yeah, get out. Why don't you stand outside, you bougie woman?
Ladder entry.
Less neck is good for me.
Well, let's head over to the office. What do you think, Danielle?
I'm looking for a grand office so I can feel powerful. I feel very tight in here. I feel like if I gain a little bit more
Like, she's too much for me because I would be like, why don't you just be powerful and then you'll feel it? The room shouldn't make you. You make the room.
give it to me.
Doesn't need to be painted black, white, and gold.
It's enough.
Well, I think it's fine. If we do entertain, people will be moving throughout the house. It's not a major.
Are we having an exercising entertainment theater?
Absolutely. Now you know.
And just walk
So you can let our guests know. It's an exercising entertainment space.
It's nice. I do like that cabinet. They're white. I do like the backsplash. Gives it a little pizzazz.
Yeah, I think the countertops are great. There's room for kids to eat. Nothing needs replacing. When you're in here cooking, I could be right next to you in the family room saying hello. You know, you're doing a
But
great
you know
job.
how cook.
That is help.
All right, well, shame on you if you can't cook.
Took the backsplash.
Every man should know how to cook so that he never has to tell a woman or ask a woman to cook for him.
I would have rather taken the glass look all the way flush to the ceiling just to bring out some more pizzazz to the house.
I think they did a fantastic job. We can put some pictures on the mantle. Once again, we didn't have to spend any extra money.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed great at first that it's turnkey, but what I'm realizing is any place that we do get, my wife wants to do tons of renovations.
Right? Like, you need to talk to her.
That wasn't that good.
I was going to say check that hoe, but that's disrespectful. But he needs to talk with her and be like, look,
It's a bummer.
you're trying to spend all the money in the world.
Other than that, it's good space.
Stop.
So here's the bathroom over here to the right. You have double sinks and a full shower. You like it, Kelvin?
It will work.
The master bedroom's on the right. And you'll see
But he's better than me because I would be like, can we just pause for a second? And I would take my wife outside, like, we need to talk. I need you to stop trying to add money to this already very expensive purchase.
In a sense
If this isn't the house for you, let's go find somewhere else. But I'm not going to do this. Oh, we're spending $500,000, but then she's got $190,000 worth of repairs and renovations.
oh my gosh. That wasn't for me. I promise.
And if you live in the city or close to it, we're not talking 500,000. We're talking closer to 700,000 to $1 million,
So it looks very nice.
which is why I'm going to be special when that time comes around. Like, so here's what we're not going to do.
I like it. I don't really understand why Calvin is gunning for this house. We have children ranging from 16 to 2. They need space.
I'm not looking for a two-story grand house at all. I love the coziness of the house. It's a real family feel. My kids will love it, so it's great for me. I want the house to be
They will love it. They're far less picky than your wife.
everyone else.
They'll adjust. Plus, they pay no
I
bills.
really like this house. I think it's a bit pricey at $540. It has a real cozy home feel to it.
It's nicely done. I mean, they did a very good job in updating it. But I'm looking for 2-story grand.
I'm looking for. This doesn't work for me.
Nothing like a little alcohol to help you make a nice, strong decision.
After falling in love with the SoCal wine country,
I hate what he's doing with his hair. Do you want a mohawk
trying to come to a compromise
or something
with
else?
their family.
Make a decision, sir.
That was on the 1 acre.
With the horses, it's a bit cozy.
It was too small. It's not grand.
One, it didn't have a pool.
Uh-huh.
And the 670.
Now, where do you think that they're going to end up? There was one house that she said, this has the yes, I've arrived, or hey, I've arrived feel to it.
And because it was
Bet all your money that that's where they end up.
probably not going to work.
That's how this show goes.
Traditional
To give men a realistic expectation. Like, when you're house shopping, just know your opinion doesn't matter. Suck that shit up, man.
didn't have a pool, and I'm
Which is going to be hard for me. If you're paying a lot of money to live somewhere and it's not what you wanted,
friends and family came over.
that's tough.
I think it was 470.
Especially if you're going to be there for a while. Like, some of these people might be in these homes for 20, 30 years. And that's the hard part for me because I'm like, God damn, my opinion matters. Like in a wedding, I think that the woman's opinion matters more. Little girls grow up dreaming about their wedding. When it comes to your home,
only had 3 bedrooms.
that's both of yours. You both live there equally and probably, in this day and age, contribute equally.
It doesn't make sense to pay 540 for less than 2,000 square feet.
And with that, she shut his shit down. And now, we see which house won. That's right, where are they?
Shoes have arrived.
It's not one story. You can see that from the neighbors.
Right. Look at daddy.
So it's the first and second house. Which house?
I'm gonna go ahead and grab this so kids can be busy as we unload.
Okay. We ended up choosing the two-story stucco. It seemed as though it was the one that made the most sense. You know, less money, more square footage.
I was looking for the cozy feel, but it's also great to be able to move around. And it also made my wife happy because she likes the glam, the walk in and feel fantastic.
The list price was $479,
$479,
and we got it for.
$445,
He's excited.
right under the budget.
Oh, here we go.
We still may destroy the budget doing.
His only win was getting to negotiate a little bit on the price. Everything else, suck it up.
First thing we'll do with this house, we'll probably paint.
She wants it painted before they move in? Of course.
We're just not gonna do that.
That's just the beginning. But she couldn't even move in
Having a pool really hurt my soul.
till it was painted.
End up trying to get a jacuzzi.
I didn't find mid-century modern, but I can still, with inside the home, dress it up a bit so it incorporates that style. I'm thinking.
I hate the way she talks. Her accent, whatever that is, I've never heard that accent before. I don't like any parts.
It feels great owning a home in California. It feels like we are actually now here, not visiting. The children are
Hey, I've arrived.
into,
Even if it means we're house poor. Which is an expression you hear a lot in this show. Didn't hear it this time because she doesn't care.